Yes, I'm inside. Yes, my background is boring. And yes, I am that serious. And today, Luke Combs. Remember him that way. Let's find out if it sets it off. Intro. Luke Combs. Man, what a hell of a year he has had. My man headlined an arena tour across the entire country on his third or fourth album. Who does that? I know that last year was, I know 2023 and the beginning of 2024 has been dominated by both Jelly Roll and Morgan Wallen, both of whom deserve all the accolades, all the respect. They really have been like the forefronts of this modern country push, of course, along with a few of the ladies like Lainey Wilson. But Luke Combs has been like this unsung hero, just chugging along and just building and building and building. And I know Fast Cars was huge. And that Grammy performance I put it on every day, I feel like. It's one of my favorite things to watch in the world. Watch the passion in that man's eyes as he watches Tracy Chapman sing that song. It is powerful, powerful stuff. You could tell that's a fan. Luke Combs is an incredibly genuine human being from what I've understood and seen. I'm sure I've told this story when I talked about Luke Combs before, but I saw Luke Combs in Virginia Beach, I think, opening for Jason Aldean, I want to say. And we got there early because that's how you roll. Because we were in the pit, and there was some young guy standing next to us, and he was been hitting the whiskey all day. I was hitting the whiskey. We was having a good time. We was enjoying ourselves, clanking glasses. The concert hadn't even started yet, and we had been toasting. And my man was like, "Yo, I used to be Luke Combs' roommate in college. Yeah, he was on the rugby team or whatever. Yeah, something like that." And I was like, "Cool story, guy. I mean, who knows?" Anyways, flash forward a couple hours. Luke Combs is on stage singing his song, and he's like, "I got this record," and it was I don't remember the song. It was a love song. It was his first like major love song, and he said, "I just wanted to take a second to shout out whatever the gentleman's name was, standing right here," and he points the light on and the camera, like the thing, and I'm standing right next to this guy, and he's like, "That guy right there was my college roommate, and he was the first person that ever got to hear me sing this song." I sang it to him after I was finished writing it, and I was like, this dude was not lying. It's very rare that you go to a concert, mingle, and you get a story, and it actually turns out to be true. Shout out to that guy. Anyways, Luke Combs seems like he's an incredible person. He told that guy, he's like, "Hey, man, do not leave. When I am done, meet me backstage." He invited me. I said, "No, that's your personal space." But anyways, Luke Combs always seemed like a super genuine dude, and then he had that issue with some lady on TikTok or Instagram somewhere selling some product that had his name or something of his in it, and his management team fired off a cease and desist order, and he said, "What the are y'all thinking?" And then bought a whole bunch of the ladies and said, "Don't you even dare stop making it." Stories like that just really do bring to the light how incredible Luke Combs is. And I'm doing all this talking because I do feel like we are about to get a sad song. Yeah. Yeah. Remember him that way. Seems like we're about to touch on some stuff that I'm still slightly uncomfortable with as someone who has lost his own father. I choose to remember him that way. I do feel like we're about to get some. So I wanted to babble on as much as I can so we can just listen and enjoy. I don't think this one requires much reacting. If it's going to go the way I think it's going to go, I think we're just going to sit back. All of us can sit back and just ingest, because I think we're about to get turned down just a little bit. I don't know. I could be wrong. This could be a pop song and a happy song, but I feel like we're about to get some memories. Anyways, let's just get into it. I have put it off long enough. I have babbled enough that hopefully. Anyways, Luke Combs, remember him that way. Let's find out if it sets it off. God, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is like a happy-go-lucky song and we're all just bopping. I hope I have to apologize in 10 seconds. But anyways, before we get into the song, you know I got to do the YouTube thing. So like the video if you want to. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And please leave a comment to help Mr. Algo Rhythm. Every time you guys interact with this video, it really does give YouTube the confidence to suggest this song to someone else. And that is everything to a small-time creator. I appreciate the hell out of all y'all. Thank you so very much. Please be up-tempo. Please be up-tempo. Oh.
There's an old man and a lazy boy, TV on a western, fast asleep, gray in his hair, at least what's left, but the heart of a lion beating in his chest. And there's a little more slow in his go, a little less rock in his roll these days. But I remember him 10 feet tall and bulletproof, throwing me a ball in cowboy boots. A whistle and the dog started running, a whisper and mama starts blushing, a wrench in his hand and a beer in the other. I couldn't make a man any tougher, and that S on his chest is starting to fade. But I'll always remember him that way. I used to think that he...
Well, I don't have to apologize yet. Fuck. I hate songs like this. Shout out to you, Pops. You were 10 feet tall.
I couldn't make a man any tougher, and that S on his chest is starting to fade. But I'll always remember him that way. I used to think that he'd never get old, that kind of thing was for regular Joe. And he tries real hard to put up a fight, but I guess time is his kryptonite. 'Cause I remember him 10 feet tall and bulletproof, throwing me a ball in cowboy boots. A whistle and the dog started running, a whisper and mama starts blushing, a wrench in his hand and a beer in the other. God couldn't make a man any tougher, that S on his chest is starting to fade. But I always remember him that way. There's a little more slow in his go, a little less rock in his roll these days. But I remember him 10 feet tall and bulletproof, throwing me a ball in cowboy boots. A whistle and the dog started running, a whisper and mama starts blushing, a wrench in his hand and a beer in the other. God couldn't make a man any tougher, yeah, that S on his chest is starting to fade. But there's some things time can't erase, 'cause I'll always remember him that way.
Man, what a hell of a song. Dude can definitely use it. And it's world class. Whoever is playing that banjo is just... If y'all know the banjo man name, let me know. And that's that metal thing. Yeah, minus the little bit of crying I did at the beginning, Luke Combs, remember him that way. Does it set it off? I'll tell you in just a second. But first, I got to do the YouTube thing. So like the video if you want to. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And please leave a comment to help Mr. Algo Rhythm. Every time you guys interact with this video, it really does give YouTube the confidence to suggest this video to someone else. And that is everything to a small-time creator. I appreciate the hell out of all y'all. Thank you so very much. If you have made it to this point, I will reward you with one thing. Yes, I did cry like a little bitch right there. Yeah, I did. Because, I do remember my dad being 10 feet tall. I remember those things. But I also remember at the end, he kind of wasn't. And life had kind of whooped his ass. And that S on his chest fading. That, way too close to home. If you know what I'm saying? Like, just way too close to home. But that's what music does. But you also see it happened in the middle of that song, right? The first half of that song made me really emotional and really touched on some memories that I love but hurt. And by the end of that song, though, because it was a positive message song where it was like, yeah, all that stuff, age has gotten to him, but remember him at the peak, and that's cool. And that's where, like, that was weird, but that's where Inside Out did such a cool thing by going at, like, something that'll make you happy can make you sad, but eventually it'll make you happy again. And that whole concept of, like, the past being tied to happy memories, and then because of life it becomes a sad memory, and then after a while it starts to switch back over, and that happened right in the middle of that song. And that's the power of music, and Luke Combs is kind of the master of it right now. I genuinely think he might be my favorite artist currently. In any genre of music, I am at heart a rap fan. That is my favorite. But I do think Luke Combs has started to, like, really implant himself as somebody I look forward to listening to, not just here on YouTube, but in real life. I'm not joking when I tell you I listen to that Fast Cars Grammy performance probably once a day. There's just something inspiring about him and his story and his power and that song and her abilities to be incredible, and that pen, and that it's just so much. But this is, wow, what a record. And I think that there's a lot of people that have, everybody has a father, but some people got stories like mine, and this is gonna be one of them songs that really just drives its way into people. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to listen to it again. So the fact that I'm about to say yes, it makes the playlist is kind of a lie. Because yeah, I would listen to this song a bunch of times, but I don't want to be all sad. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get over that. Anyways, Luke Combs, remember him that way, sets it off, makes the playlist. I thought it was an incredible record. It is one of the most beautiful songs I've heard in a long time, and it is very rare that we get a song that is specifically about fathers and fatherhood, and as a father, I am excited that exists. Anyways, Luke Combs, remember him that way, sets it off, makes the playlist. I thought that shit was incredible. Let's go. Beautiful song, beautiful man. I love me some Luke Combs. Anyways, yes, I'm inside. Yes, that background is boring, and yes, I am that serious. I'm out.